And the dog days of summer, they'll be back again this afternoon. Temperatures may be down a few degrees from yesterday, but probably not enough to notice here into much of southern Colorado. The other story is that it's going to be windy today. Very low humidity. That'll prompt red flag warnings for some areas. These will be in effect from noon until 7 p.m. And with that heat, still potentially breaking some records in some areas this afternoon. Now, El Paso County, Teller, Fremont counties not included due to higher fuel moisture content, meaning the ground supply still soaking in some of that moisture from earlier this summer. But where it's been drier in the eastern plains, Pueblo County, southern I-25 corridor, San Luis Valley, that's where that threat for fast-moving fires, if one breaks out, will be highest. Again, those areas, gusts today could be as strong as 40 miles per hour. Look at Lyman, expected to be around 40 by the middle of the afternoon. Gusts around 30 to 40 out east. 30 to 40 from Pueblo down to the southern I-25 corridor. Even here in the Springs, could see gusts this afternoon up around 30 to 35 miles per hour. So enjoy the calm nature of the morning right now, because things are about to get windy this afternoon and hot once again. Right now checking in at 63 degrees here in the Springs. Pueblo, you're looking pretty good at 65 after yesterday's temperature of 101. That sure feels nice. It'll feel nice for the next couple of hours. But once we get into the late morning hours, things really begin to heat up. And in Pueblo, after 2 days in the triple digits, I think we could come just short this afternoon, topping out right near 99. The Springs this afternoon looks to top out around 92. The heat here locally, courtesy of high pressure that is now anchored across the high plains. This system not expected to move much for the next 3 to 5 days. It's also keeping much of Hilary's moisture to our west. It's going to rotate around this ridge. Therefore, in Colorado, not really expecting too much in the way of impacts from what is now Category 1 Hurricane Hilary, located about 300 miles to the south-southeast of San Diego. Storm looking a little more disjointed, but still spreading a lot of that subtropical moisture into parts of the southwestern U.S., including the desert areas, where some spots could see as much as 3 to 5 inches of rain. Now, I know that might not sound like a huge deal for us here in Colorado, but that amount of rain, more than what they would see in a typical year in places like Death Valley, Palm Springs, and the Coachella Valley. You can see it moves across eastern California late tonight through Monday morning, and then it's up into southeastern Oregon as just a remnant subtropical low as we head towards Monday evening. And let's talk about how much water could fall. This is just over the next 2 days. Anything in that red to yellowish color, that's again between about 2 and 5 inches of rain. These areas in southern California, the deserts, not used to seeing that much water, even in the middle of the monsoon season. Heavy rain also expected around Vegas, southwestern, southern parts of Nevada, as that'll bear the brunt of the impacts from Hilary. And in some cases, this could result in catastrophic flooding for that part of the country. Now, for us, again, not expecting impacts from Hilary. It's going to be hot and dry and windy here this afternoon. 101 for La Junta, 102 in Lamar, 99 for Springfield and Pueblo, 92 this afternoon in Colorado Springs. And take a look at the super 7-day forecast. It looks like today and tomorrow we could come within a degree of setting a record, and that's already after we set 2 back on Friday and Saturday. Now, look towards the end of the 7-day period. That's when we are tracking a bit of a change in the weather pattern, a transition due to the arrival of some cold front and some more subtropical moisture. That'll up the chances for thunderstorms and drop our highs back down to the 70s. For Pueblo, it's hot and it's dry with a red flag warning today. Near record-setting heat possible on Monday. Then finally a pattern shift as we head towards the very end of next week. Canyon City, I've got 90s all the way through Thursday, cooling down to the 80s Friday and Saturday with a good chance thunderstorms for those afternoon and evening hours. And in Woodland Park, windy and warm through Monday. Still dealing with that heat through at least the middle of the week, with thunderstorms building as we head towards Thursday and Friday.
And Alan, I know a lot of families obviously thinking about getting their students out the door now to start next week. But boy, when it's this hot, I mean, at the very, I guess, minimum, if it's a little cool in the morning, maybe layers. But I mean, most of these school days, it's going to be hot out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, just a light layer of that. I know the kids like the hoodies or the sweatshirts, right, these days. But once they get to school, probably in the afternoon, I would just shed the layer. It's going to get pretty hot.
And get them some water, right? Water bottles would be clutch.
You know, they're on sale right now in Costco. I recommend going there. I was there yesterday.
That's why he's here. He's bringing us not only the weather, but some consumer news as well. That's awesome.
Hopefully I'm not stepping on your toes.
No, not at all.
You and John Matter.
I'm happy to have the information, believe me, especially at Costco.